After almost 200 hours in Fallout 2, I thought I'd seen it all, until I discovered the Restoration Project. What I found might just be the definitive Fallout 2 experience. Fallout 2 Restoration Project is a fan-made mod expansion that reintroduces cut content from the original game. We're talking about new characters, locations, and quests, essentially a whole new layer to the game. For this playthrough, I'll be playing an unarmed character with high agility. My goal is to showcase all the special encounters and Easter eggs I missed in my initial run. And here's the best part, I'll be highlighting differences between the restored version and the original game. I'll be streaming it live on my Twitch and YouTube channels, so feel free to join me and be a part of the action. Now let's jump in and check out what's new.
Build a dream on when I'm alone with my...
I believe we gotta go and talk to this young woman over here. Hi, I'm Dahlia. What can I help you with? Did you see someone go by here in a hurry? I see people go by here every day. I really don't pay much attention to them. Look, a young girl's life is at stake here. The daughter of a worried mother. Can you please help me out? I don't give a rat's ass. A rat's ass? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a gun who was hired to stand here and guard this trail. Other than that, I don't know what's going on around here. I had a daughter once though, and yeah, some guy went by here. I let him through because he knew the proper sign, just like the sign you gave me. Go on, I'm out of here. Thanks, I won't forget this, Dahlia. Okay, and so yeah, we are here to find computer parts for the NCR. Apparently there's some computer parts in Vault 15. And I believe this might be the entrance to Vault 15 right here. I should shoot you dead, but I'm kind of curious about what you could possibly have to say to me. It looks like this guy's guarding something. I'm looking for an eavesdropper who came this way. Ah, that would be me. Now that you've found me, what's next? Why are you spying on Rebecca? I can't believe that you think you can just waltz in here and get answers to your questions. Oh, what the hell? You're about to die anyways. I feel generous. We got our kid locked in the back room and have been having some fun with her. That bitch, Rebecca, has been trying to find her, so we've been keeping an eye open to make sure she doesn't get too close. Hand over the girl and we can all leave here alive. Yeah, let's go ahead and threaten him. I believe there is a way you can, like, speech past this guy, but I'm just gonna... I mean, he's pretty weak. I can just kill him. Why the hell should I do that? It's good for your internal soul. Let's go ahead and threaten him, because I'm the worst thing that you could ever fear happening to you. Hand over or feel the pain. That sounds like a challenge. I'll take it. This one's mine. Okay, so I think I just can punch him a couple times and... Oh, there we go. He's dead. There's another person in the shack here, so I'm gonna run up here. The old bones be eating your soul soon. And one more. Nope, I missed. Maybe Soul can take her out. Oh, yep, there he goes. Yeah, I think that's all the enemies down. Let's see what they got. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. I'll leave the shotgun shells. And what does this guy have? He has a knife and a shack key. I'll take this stuff. Okay, so there's a person back here. I believe this is going to be Rebecca's daughter that she's looking for. And I do have the key, so let's use that. You unlock the door. If you're here to try and rape me, you're going to be wearing your balls as a bow tie. Get it? I'd like to know who you are and what is going on here. In a nutshell, my name is Chrissy, and I'm from the squad. I was out exploring last week when I found that entrance out there. I thought it might be an abandoned mine or something, so I decided to check it out. Well, it's not a mine. It's a secret entrance into Vault 15. The vault is being used as a base for a band of raiders called the Khans. They caught me snooping around and their leader, Darian, had me locked up in here. The people of the squad are protecting these guys by helping them keep the vault a secret, but they don't know what's really going on here. Darian told us that the vault was being repaired so we could have a safe place to live. Looks like I skipped past that dialogue. Looks like Darian is lying to them. Look, I've got to go home and warn everybody about what's really going on here. We can't help these monsters. Will you take me home? Alright, I'll take you home. Really? Awesome. Let's go. Okay, well, that's that quest done. Let's go and talk to Rebecca. Now that we have saved her daughter. I think she's going to be over here in this tent. You saved my daughter. I can never repay you for your kindness. Thank you. Please wait here. I need to talk to Chrissy, and then I'd like to talk to you. My daughter has told me everything. I find it hard to believe that Darian is such a monster after all he's been doing for us. And to think, we've been helping him hide his operations as a raider. I can guarantee you, we won't stand for it any longer. I've already talked to Zeke, and he wants to see you. You should go see him now. Thank you. 2,500 experience for doing that. My knight in shining armor returns. Well, it would shine if you cleaned it every once in a while. Oh, and you might want to consider bathing yourself as well. So what can I do for you? Just thought I'd say hello. I'll be going now. Hey, I know I have a smart mouth, but I want you to know that I'm very grateful for you saving my butt. Thanks very much. You're welcome. I think this guy's name is Zeke or something. Yep. So I guess he's kind of like the guy in charge of this little community here. Rebecca has told me what you did for her. I want to apologize for the treatment you received here. You certainly didn't deserve it. What can I help you with? I've got some questions for you. What do you want to know? Do you work for Darian? Yes, I do. I act as a middleman between him and the people up here. I'm not very happy about the fact, now that I know what he's up to. What do you intend to do about the raiders? Nothing. They have guns, they control the water, and they control the food. That means they're in charge, period. They have no skills and no means of support without the backing of Darian. How can we turn against them? We're at his mercy. Would you consider making a deal with NCR? That all depends. What did you have in mind? Join NCR, let them annex your territory, and give them access to the vault. In return, they can teach you all their skills you need to survive on your own and offer you their protection. Not bad, I like it. Got yourself a deal if you can get the NCR to agree to it as well. But, look, someone has to take care of Darian and his cronies. It should be done now before they realize what has happened and have time to prepare for an attack. Why not get this over with and take Darian out now? You have the element of surprise on your side. Oh, so it looks like we gotta kill some people. Well, that just means some experience for us. Yeah, I guess it has to be done. Excellent. Good luck to you, and thank you. So if we ask him about the vault entrance, we can get the key card to the entrance to Vault 15. It's behind that door over there, but it's locked from the other side and trapped too. I don't have any means of opening it. Wait a minute. I found this key card some time ago. I have no idea what it is for. Rebecca says that you found some sort of door where they were holding Chrissy. Maybe this card will open it. Here, take it. Thanks, I'll give it a try. So he gave us this key card, Vault 15 key card. Color-coded red. It weighs 1 pound. Okay, so yeah, here's the entrance to Vault 15. So in the first game, Vault 15 was one of the first places you could go to. I think it was like inhabited by rats or something. It's been a while since I played the first Fallout game. I believe you were going there to look for like a water chip or something. Who's this person? You see a con raider. What the? I don't think I know you. Who the hell are you? The name's, Pat. I'm new here. Hey, I'm not as stupid as you look. Oh. They want to fight us. Well, alright. Well, they can fight us. Pretty easy to kill. Usually, if your speech is high enough, you can just bluff your way past those guards. Now, will these guards get hostile, I wonder? Yes, they will. It looks like we gotta fight our way down into Vault 15 to retrieve the computer parts. Kind of works out with for us because we have to kill these people anyways. I think one of these guys took Psycho. It was going to be harder to kill. Okay, so everybody is taken care of as far as this level. So let's go and talk to that doctor up there and see what he's doing here. Like I said, this guy here is a hostage or prisoner. Prisoner would probably be more accurate. Hello, I'm Doc Jones. You can call me Doc. What can I help you with? I'm injured. Oh, he can heal us. Well, why certainly. Here, we'll give you a shot of this. This'll sting a bit. Now a bandage, and there you're all set. Okay, well, you take care, and come back if you need anything. Okay, let's ask this guy some questions. Do you work for Darien? Well, yes and no. It's not by choice. I'm a prisoner here. Darien is getting up there in years, and he needs a dedicated physician to look after him. The cons keep me here for his needs. I'd rather be here for the people in the town above. They have no medical help at all, and there is a lot I can do to aid them. It's very commendable of you. Can you leave here if you want? No, I'm pretty much trapped here. I can't even leave to refill my medical supplies. Darien sends out for anything I need. I'm sorry to hear that. What can you tell me about Darien? So, definitely have to. I'm probably going to have to kill Darien. Darian is a mental case, plain and simple. He's got more spooks in his head than his dog has fleas. As far as I can figure it, he was a member of another gang called the Cons. They kidnapped this girl, Tandy, and held her for ransom. Her father didn't take kindly to that and hired some merc to get her back. Darian was the only one to come out alive, so he's talking about one of the quests, one of the first quests from the first Fallout game. That merc he's talking about is going to be the Vault Dweller. Now, he's paranoid. He believes that Tandy is out to get him. He's obsessed with revenge, and he wants Tandy dead. He's riddled with guilt because he hid and lived, rather than dying with his gang. And the list goes on and on. Wow, I'm impressed with your knowledge. Let's see, you mentioned Darian has a dog. Yeah, he's got a dog. Personally, I think it's the meanest, most vile creature on the face of the earth. It seems to love Darian, though, so I guess it can't be all that bad. Oh well, I gotta go. Alright, so we learned that Darian has a dog, and he used to be in a gang in Fallout 1. So he must be pretty old. I'm going to go ahead and reload my Power Fist and save. I'm going to go on the second floor of this vault. Typically, the second floor vaults, they're probably going to be the residential areas here. To my knowledge, I don't know if I don't think there's any good loot here. There's just a bunch of raiders here. So yeah, you see all these beds here. This is where they sleep. I'm gonna kill everybody here. Alright, since we're done here, let's go down to the third floor. There's going to be way more enemies down there. Go ahead and save. So I might as well start taking out the enemies in these rooms here and down here. Let me go up and punch this guy. Vault 15 guard uses buff out. Okay, we got two of these guys coming down here. Let's go ahead and punch this guy. And yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of enemies here. Definitely more enemies on this floor than the last one. And she is down. Damn. That Bozar is... it's money. Yeah, and that shotgun is too. Alright, so I think... yep, that's all the enemies here. There's more enemies on this side of the facility. So I'm going to save. And if I go in here, there's going to be some computer parts in this locker here that we can steal. And I'm at my maximum carrying capacity.
What do you want?
Yeah, let's take these things. Let's take a look at these computer parts. Alright, so this is the thing that Tandy wanted us to get. Vault 15 computer parts. Miscellaneous computer parts with various functions. A computer geek's dream. I do not want that stuff. And is there anything else in this room? Nope. So let's go and pay Darian a visit. I'm gonna wait until my companions get close to me. Because once you walk into this room, everybody's going to start shooting at you. Okay, regroup. Now let's talk to this guy. So here you are at last, the savior of the downtrodden, the righter of wrongs, the icon of hope for humanity. What a dumbass. Well, before you start any boring speeches, I'd just like to say that I'm not fucking interested. Let's just cut to the chase and get this over with. Bad dog, kill. So he has a flamer on him. Or a flamethrower, if you, whatever you want to call it. If you get too close to him, he'll just shoot you with it. He doesn't have too many hit points, I don't think. Yeah, he's got 80, so he's pretty weak. And we got 6,000 experience points, so that was pretty easy. His guards are pretty strong, though. But luckily, we're stronger. Okay, I gotta take out that guy with that submachine gun. Damn! We're a hit squad. Oh! Well, I gotta reload. Cat Jules got killed by this guy over here. There we go. I can punch him now. There we go. Alright, so... Is Marcus hurt? He is, but he's alright. He's got half health. Alright, so with that, I believe that's going to be all the raiders. They're going to be dead in Vault 15. And also, I believe this computer down here, if you take a look at it, actually, I'm just going to show it off right now since I'm here. If you take a look at it, you can find the location of Vault 13. You access the computer and quickly scan all available files. You find the location of Vault 13 and copy it to your Pip-Boy. So that's another way you can learn the location of Vault 13. Alright, here's the computer. You access the computer and quickly scan all available files. Among some personal journal entries, you find several detailed reports on the NCR. It seems there was a spy on their council. You copy the report to a holodisk. Oh no, there's a sneaky spy. So that's pretty much it as far as Vault 15. Yeah, I gotta talk to this guy up here. You've done it, friend. We're no longer under Darian's yoke. Thank you. I'm ready to accept your deal with NCR now. Just have them send one of their reps by and I'll seal the deal. Done. Now we are the hero of this this little community here. What's my reputation here like? I'd imagine it probably should be like idolized or something. Yup. We're pretty much idolized everywhere. Except for Vault 13, NCR, and that's about it. I have no idea how we're idolizing New Reno. I guess from winning the boxing tournament and becoming a porn star.
Back, are you, stranger? So the job's done? Do we have access to the vault?
I've handled this already. The squatters want a deal. You help them become self-sufficient, and they'll give you the vault. Also, here are the parts.
So they finally got reasonable. I can bull the Congress into sending supplies and techs. You sure we can get into the vault?
Quite sure. There were some lowlifes there, but I kicked their
I've
asses.
always believed in fair pay for fair work. My assistant will square things up.
Okay, so I'm afraid you have another problem. If you look at this holodisk, you'll see that you have a spy in the NCR.
Damn. The only person who knew all this was Fergus. I'm not suggesting anything, but maybe Gunther should know about this.
I'll talk to him. Bye. So, now we can turn in this quest to find the computer parts, and also we can turn in this quest, exposing a spy in the NCR Council. Back so soon, now what? The president said to see you about a reward. Of course, she just buzzed me about it. A reward of 6,000 and... NCR thanks you, she said. Now there is work to be done. Goodbye. Your president said you should know there's a spy in your house. Somebody named Fergus. Fergus? I don't believe it. Take a look at this disc. Damn. Looks solid. Look, we'll take care of this. Here's $4,000 for the info. Thanks. Have a nice day. And we get a bunch of experience for doing that. Alright, so... I'm not sure where Fergus is. I believe Fergus was the guy standing down here. But I guess he disappeared or something. Maybe he got arrested. I'm not sure. Okay, so next place I'm gonna go to Vault 13 and wrap up the main quest. Well, maybe not wrap it up entirely, but just I'm just going to go ahead and get the GEC at Vault 13. Vault 13 is pretty close to the NCR. It's pretty close to Vault 15. So I'm going to need the computer voice module for this portion of the quest. I think it's somewhere around here. I may have passed it. So yeah, the residents here, they need a computer voice module for their computers. So here it is. I think that's all I need for this portion. So yeah, there are people who are living here in Vault 13. And there's also creatures that are living here. Here's good old Vault 13. This is the place where our grandfather came from, or grandparent, depending on what kind of gender you chose in the first Fallout game. So this is where it all started, eh? Sure is. And look at that. There's a Deathclaw. Let's take a look at this. You see, the most impressive Deathclaw you could imagine. The creature must be unique amongst its kind. Do not fear me, human. I do not intend to harm you. I am Gruthar, leader of this Deathclaw pack. Why have you come here? I'm looking for something called a gek. I was told I could find one here. A gek. Is that not a small lizard? No, wait. That is a gecko. I am sorry, but I do not know what a gek is, nor where it can be found. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what it is myself. Would it be alright with you if I looked for it? I am sorry, but I do not allow just anyone to wander these halls. I am responsible for the safety of all who live here, and I must exercise caution. However, I will look for this gek, and if I find it, I will let you know. I understand your concern. You don't know me well enough to trust me. What if I could help you out somehow, and, in return, you allow me to look around? Ruthar stares at you intently for a moment. You would be interested in helping us? Yes, I sense little evil in you. Very well, I shall place my trust in you. Thank you. There are many machines here, machines built by humans. Deathclaw hands cannot use these machines. However, there is one machine that understands questions. I ask it to run the other machines and it obeys. The machine no longer listens. It will no longer run the other machines. We are running out of food and water. I have ordered raids on the human lands so that we may survive. I'm not proud of this, and I would put an end to it. If you repair this machine, I will be able to feed my people once again. I will gladly stop the raids. Will you agree to this? I will do what I can for you. Thank you. The machine is in the Vault Control Center on the 3rd level. If you can repair it, please do so. I am placing my trust in you. Please do not betray it. You are welcome here. Thanks, I'll get right on it. So, yeah, this place has talking Deathclaws. These things were created by the Enclave. I believe you can learn more background lore as to why and how they got here. There's going to be a doctor up here. He can heal you. I think I'm pretty good as far as health. Yep. What about my companions? He could use some more health. Hello, I'm Joseph, the herbalist. What can I help you with? I just wanted to ask you some questions. So it's very strange that he's a doctor here. And he's in a vault with a bunch of Deathclaws. Are you a prisoner here? No, I'm not a prisoner. I stay because I'm needed here. I've learned to accept the fact that some of my patients are Deathclaws. It's very commendable of you. Can you leave here if you want? Yes, I can, and often do. I have to collect my herbs from time to time. I've never been stopped. I used to wonder if the Deathclaws were secretly following me, and whether or not they would stop me if I tried to leave, so one day, I put the theory to the test. I traveled to another town, stayed there a week or so before returning. When I got back, I was warmly welcomed. Ruthar, the pack leader, came to me privately and personally thanked me for coming back. No, I am definitely here because I want to be. Alright. What can you tell me about the Deathclaws? Well, let's see. The Deathclaws appear to be mutated Jackson's chameleons, the horned variety. There are a lot of similarities still present, but an even greater number of differences. The mutation factor is quite high. This species is highly intelligent, about the equivalent of an 8-year-old, with some individuals reaching human normal levels. Their learning capacity is very high, and they are capable of abstract thought and reasoning. Although they do not have vocal cords, the Deathclaws seem to mimic human speech, much the same as a parrot does. I have yet to discover the exact mechanism behind this, so I am unable to say more at this time. Socially, They are pack animals with very rigid code of ethics. They are led by an alpha male who rules with the mutual consent of the whole pack. They appear to be extremely loyal to the pack as a whole, treating it as a family unit rather than having individual families as humans do. Their sense of right and wrong is very well defined. They do follow a code of ethics that is enforced by the pack as a whole. Violence is never used as a solution to a problem among the pack, as far as I can see. There have been no capital crimes committed here, so I can't say how those are handled. That's about all I can think of for now. I hope this helps you. Well, I am impressed. Okay. So that's just a little background lore. As far as the death claws here. Let's see. You can talk to these other death claws here, but they don't really say anything important or anything. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of loot here on this floor. So I'm just going to go to the 3rd floor. And I believe the GAC is going to be in this room here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So down here, we can talk to this guy. This guy's actually a companion you can actually pick up. His name's Goris, and he also tells you the location of the Mariposa military base from the first game. Can I do anything with this computer? I remember in the first game you could like mess with this computer and get some experience or something. Hello, I'm Goris. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? Hi, I'm Chris Rock. Yes, I'm from outside the vault. It's a pleasure to meet you, Chris Rock. So you're an outsider. I've seen a few like you. Some are staying here in the vault, but you look different. You appear to be more seasoned, if you know what I mean. I bet you've been around a bit and accomplished things, am I right? Yes, I've had some adventures. Say, if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for me, I could tell you some of my adventures in return. It's a deal. I would love to hear anything you can tell me. What would you like to know? Let's see. What are you doing here? So I forget which dialogue. You gotta pick to for him to show you the location of the military base. What can you tell me about Gruthar? Do you know what happened to the people who used to live here in the vault? They were captured by a group called the Enclave. Gruthar and the pack were forced to aid in their capture. They had no choice since they were slaves at the time. The fate of human has weighed heavily on Gruthar's mind. He's never really forgiven himself for his complicity in the affair. The humans were taken alive, but who knows what has happened to them since. Sometimes we're forced into doing distasteful things by situations outside of our control. Gruthar should learn to forgive himself. Let's see. How long have you been here? A few months actually. I came here from the coast a while back. You weren't long on that answer. Care to tell me more? What would you like to know? What can you tell me about the death claws here? Okay, so these aren't your average death claws. I'm just going to skip past this because this is more background information about the So basically, all he says is that the Enclave were experimenting on Deathclaws. These Deathclaws became intelligent because the Enclave used FEV to mutate them. The Deathclaws escaped. They came here, and the Enclave's looking for them. They want them back for some reason. All right, let's see. What do you know about this virus? Let's see. Do you have any more information on the Enclave you spoke of? No, only what I've told you. Wait, there is one other thing. The Enclave showed an interest in some ruins to the west of here. Why, I don't know. That's about it. Well, every little bit of information helps. I thank you for it. Okay, so that's all I really wanted. And yeah, you can recruit them if you have the space. All right, that's all I wanted from him. Okay, so let's go over here and fix this computer for these Deathclaws. And what is this guy here? You see a tall, lanky man with thick glasses. Oh, hello there. I'm Jim, or Jimmy. What you up to? Hi, Jim. I'm Chris Rock. Can I ask you some questions? It's a pleasure to meet you, Chris Rock. I'd be happy to answer some questions. What do you do here? Well, we're having some computer problems, and I'm looking into it. Unfortunately, my forte is software, not hardware. What's the problem? The voice interface to the mainframe has failed, so Gruthar can't give the system instructions for running the vault. The food and water processors have already shut down. The power systems could very well be next. Why not just give it a keyboard input? Well, you see, that's the weird part. The system refuses to accept keyboard inputs. I'm at a loss as to what to do at this point. Mind if I take a look at it? You can't make matters any worse than they already are. Go right ahead. Okay, well, let's go and fix this thing. You examine the computer terminal, but cannot find anything obviously wrong with it. What do you do? So I believe our science skill is at 101%. So we should be able to fix this, and our repair skill is pretty decent. Let's go ahead and hit it in that special way. Kick it in that special spot. Wow. Alright, let's just open it up. Peering into the massive cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, the voice recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. Now, all you need to do is find a replacement module. So yeah, this computer was sabotaged. I believe this computer was sabotaged by that prisoner on the second floor. So let's go ahead and use the voice module. You install the module in the terminal. The system is repaired. And let's see what else we can do. Welcome, Vault Dweller. For your convenience, this Vault Tech terminal has been modified to respond to vocal commands. Please vocalize your command now. Let's go ahead and run diagnostics. Please wait while I initiate diagnostic checks. Vault Tech appreciates your patience. Thank you for waiting. Diagnostic checks complete. All systems are working properly. After all, you're using Vault Tech. Okay. Switch to keyboard input. So, I believe you can also figure... I think you can get some more lore and background information about the Vault Tech experiments from this computer. And I think you can get some logs of the Overseer on this computer. Alright, switching to manual interface mode. Manual interface mode initiated. For the convenience of others, this terminal will automatically revert to vocal interface mode once you have logged off. Please input command. Search database for anything of interest. After a bit of searching, you discover 3 files that might be worth a look. Vault Dweller Survival Guide, abridged version, Vault 13 timeline, and Overseer logs. Okay, so yeah, we can get the Overseer logs, Vault 13 timeline. I believe you get experience for looking at these. Okay, let's see if I can hack into the Overseer logs. After several long minutes of working with technical magic, you managed to hack your way into the Overseer logs. However, it seems that every entry except for the final one has been deleted. Alright, let's see what this Overseer had to say. And yep, basically what this says is that the Vault Dwellers in Vault 13 rose up against the Overseer and killed him. And the Overseer blames it on the main character in the first game. That's about it. But we get some experience for doing that. Let's see. So what is so search for any other files that contain information. Societal Preservation Program. After hours of scouring through the computer's archives, you're able to locate a few hidden documents concerning the Societal Preservation Program. As you read over them, you uncover a rather disturbing truth about the vaults. So yeah, the vaults were basically like social experiments created by Vault Tech. That's all this says. And I get more experience for doing that. I got good news for you. You have restored my faith in humans. I thank you for all you have done for the pack. Is there something that I can do for you in return? You said you would let me know if you found a Gek here. Did you locate one? Ah, let me see. He leaves, then returns a moment later, awkwardly clutching some kind of metallic case in his large claws. Yes, there was a Gek in the vault storage room. It is yours. With many thanks. There we go. Now we have the Gek. The Garden of Eden Creation Kit. This unit is standard equipment for all Vault Tech vaults. The Gek is the resource for rebuilding civilization after the bomb. Just add water and stir. And with that, we have what we need to complete the first main quest. But we can go back down to the 3rd floor and get some more loot. Alright, so if we go into the storage room here, we can... I think there's like combat armor I can get. Okay, what do we got here? We got some plasma grenades and pulse grenades. I think I'm gonna need this later on. I'm gonna take these pulse grenades. Yep, okay, so we have combat armor over here. What's this? Water chip. Well, I don't need a water chip, and I don't really need a combat shotgun. Where's Cassidy? I want to give him the combat armor.
Yep.
Yep. And let's go and tell him to wear it. There we go. I do like how the models change when you give your character's armor. Alright, so we get another perk. Really the only perk that I want with this build, actually the only perk that I really need for this build is probably going to be the Slayer perk, but I get that way later. I'm too low level to get that perk, so I'm just going to pick something, you know what, I'm just going to pick more criticals. You are more likely to cause critical hits in combat if you have this perk. Each level of more criticals gets you an additional 5% chance to cause a critical hit. So let's go ahead and take that. I have 74 skill points. I'm just going to save that. If I remember right, you're going to need a high science skill to get another companion at the Sierra Army Depot, so I'm just going to save my points for that. Alright, so we are good here.